outside. Big time forward. The star boy there.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we're going to achieve this flawless look, and I'm going to be giving you guys a story time. As you can tell by the title, I don't know if I put too much information in there, but this is going to be a story time on how my lash tech try to go behind my back and flirt with my man or get his attention. I just got done doing me like a blowout. I did put clip-ins in. They are more chocolate than my actual natural hair color, but it blends really well. And I think my color is fading away because I wash it so much. But I love how it gives my hair volume. If you guys can see, it gives it volume. So I love it. I didn't even like straighten these. I should have just left all the pieces like this. But I felt like it wasn't going to look right. Like some of it sticking out and then some of my hair straight, obviously. So I just left the front pieces like this, and it gave it like a little volume in the front because my hair is super long, but I've been cutting it a lot, so it's kind of like sits here now, but it's just so thin. I feel like it doesn't give that volume, like that thickness to it. So I wanted to do a little something. I wanted to give you guys a story time, and I feel like I have good story times according to you guys when I tell them on TikTok. So I was like, why not just bring them on here? I've been really in my bag like with YouTube, and I just fell out of love with TikTok. I'm so sorry. Like I just posted a clip today because I surprised Nolan with a Paw Patrol toy, but I just don't be feeling it anymore. I don't know, it's just not my thing. But I also use this scalp serum on my hair, and then I kind of like put some like over it. I also use this but it's called a blow dry. It's like a blow dry serum. I used this before I did my hair. It's called, oh, I don't think it's Go-Go. I think it's Goo or Go-Go, but this is how it looks. It's from Amazon. I did 16 inches because I cut so much of my hair last time that I thought my hair was short, and my hair is still longer than 16 inches. So that's why it's kind of like blended in. But I also like it because I do have layers. So I feel like that was good too, because if I would have got longer pieces, they would have been so long and it wouldn't have blended with my hair. So I probably could have did like 18 for the back and then 16 and yeah, a little shorter for the front. So, but I think it blended nice. I like it. So, but it's so freaking soft. Like it's so soft. And it literally is a perfect chocolate brown. So this was back when I had just moved back to North Carolina. And obviously, you know, I was single for quite a little bit. And I'm gonna be looking in the mirror too because I can't see. But I was single for a little bit, and then fast forward to, I was living with my dad at the time. And if you guys don't know, I was like going through a lot around that time in 2021, towards the middle. So I was like, you know what, I'm so depressed. I have to figure out something to do with my life. Like I have to be doing something. Like there's no way I could just sit in this house and just watch my dad go to work and come back home and I'm just on my phone all day. So I end up getting a spa job because I was going to the spa all the time. Like that was my time to kind of like relax, and you know, I was kind of like doing my thing. So I was at this spa, and the spa that I had worked at, they were hiring at the other location, and one girl was trying to tell me like, you should just work here, like we're hiring, you come here all the time, but she had liked me. That's a whole nother story time. But I end up saying, you know what, that's not a bad idea, but I didn't want to work at the same location she worked at because I knew she liked me and I didn't like girls, not in that way, you know. So I ended up going to the other location, and then I only worked there for probably like a few months, literally not even 6 months. And it was a girl that came in, her lashes was always nice. Like they looked so good every time she came in. So I had asked her like, oh, who does your lashes? Like I haven't had anyone to do my lashes like here since I moved back. Like, you know, I'm trying to like get myself back out there feeling good about myself again, especially going through that traumatic time. So I end up Hold on, gotta make sure I can see my son because the other camera just died. He's still sleeping. Okay, so yeah, so basically she ended up giving me the girl information, showing me her stuff, so I ended up following her, and she was so good. Like, I feel like her prices were good, like it wasn't expensive, and my lashes were lasting. So I was going to her for quite a while, and then I ended up getting pregnant that following year at the beginning of 2022. And I got pregnant at the beginning of 2022, and then I I had quit that job way before I got pregnant because I was doing my business and I also was doing YouTube, and she wanted me to work like on every weekend, and I just couldn't do that. I was like, I wanted to work there during the week, and then I wanted to focus on my business and stuff during the weekend, and for some reason she couldn't be okay with that. It just wasn't okay with her, so I ended up just quitting. I never went back. I'm sorry. I just never went back because I was like, oh no, like I'm not about to do that. Like, are you crazy? So basically I ended up quitting that job, and I still was going to get my lashes done. So fast forward where I was at. I ended up moving out of my high rise because at the time I was in my high rise and everything. So I ended up moving out of there because well, like, let me back up. Yeah, so I ended up getting pregnant, but I was still getting my lashes done, and I at the time I was staying at my high rise, and I was just back and forth from Philly to North Carolina because my man was playing in Philly at the time, and I wasn't gonna move, like, especially because I knew he wasn't gonna be playing there the following year. So I would just go up there and stay with him sometimes for like a month, and then he ended up coming to stay with me for like a month or two, and like that's kind of like how we were doing it. So we were just like back and forth a lot with each other. And then once like I would go to her, and she had like a shop. She had a shop, so I would go to her, and she would legit like do my lashes, and she would ask me like, oh, like, you have any plans, you know, just making conversation, kind of like how lash techs do. And I kind of told her like, yeah, I'm just gonna go see my man. So she knew like, okay, my man was out of town. I was just like, yeah, I'm going up north, and it was like cold and snowing up there too. So I was like, you know, I probably get my lashes done because I don't know when I'm gonna be coming back home. So she kind of knew like my plans and stuff. So when I would come back home, I would kind of like decompress and stuff, and then I would go get my lashes done. So she kind of knew that I was in a relationship and knew that. So fast forward to when I got pregnant, I ended up moving out of my new place. But at the time, like the first trimester, it was really hard for me because I just had real bad sickness, so I could barely function. Like, I was throwing up water, like it was so bad. So I had lost like 20 pounds. Like, it was literally traumatized. I was in and out the hospital. It was always like something. So I end up like, at the time I didn't want my pregnancy and stuff out, like ducking her, and was kind of like just waiting until I felt better, like through my sickness. So after I got over the sickness or whatever, I ended up going back to her. But at this time, like, my man had ended up coming to stay with me during like the off season. So he ended up going with me to go get my lashes done. And I had kind of told her like, hey, like, you know, my man is with me. Is it okay if he come in? If not, like, he can stay in the car. And she was like, oh no, it's fine. And this time we didn't go to the shop because she said she had just moved into her house, and that she was going to be taking the clients that she trusts and stuff. She was going to let them come to her house, and the other people, she'll make them go to the shop. So I was like, okay, that's cool, because I had already been to her shop. But she was just like, no, like, I trust you. You've been a loyal client. I could just go to her house. So we ended up going to her house, and it was like still fairly new because she had just moved in, but she had like this whole bedroom set up as a lash like studio situation, office or whatever space. So it was like a long couch there, like literally like the standard size that you would see in the living room. So my man sat over there, and then I just ended up sitting, like, you know, laying on the bed. She was on my lashes. So it was like having conversation and stuff. And then she kept saying like, She was like, Damien, or whatever. And I'm like, who in the heck is Damien? Because if you guys don't know, that's my main name. So I'm like, it caught me off guard so bad that I was just kind of like, okay, okay. So, and y'all, this has been so long, so I kind of like don't know every little detail. So I don't know if it was like this time that he stayed in the car, because he went with me, I think, 2 times. And I think the first time she said that, or no, matter of fact, no, I think so. She was like, Damien or whatever. And I'm like, kind of, you know, when you like, I can't explain it, but you know when you're like trying to like keep your composure and stuff, but your eyes are like blinking so bad, like while you getting your lashes done. And I feel like that's what I was doing, because I'm like, okay, what kind of stuff she's on? And the guy in the living room ended up responding, and I just thought it was weird, because I'm like, I just don't see people calling their man, or matter of fact, no. Okay, so I think what it was is I said something to my man, and she was like, oh, that's his name? Like, his name is Damien? And she ended up, after that, she just kept saying Damien, like calling her man name. But like, she didn't even want anything. She was just like, say something so simple, like, oh, are you still planning? I don't know. It was just weird. Like, after she realized like they had the same name, it's like she just wouldn't stop saying the name. So, and I only called him that because like sometimes we're around other people, I don't even like, they make me uncomfortable when I be like, babe, or, you know, especially somebody else in the room, like, I don't know. So that's why I had called him by his name. So yeah, so basically like she just kept doing that. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I ended up finishing getting I was talking to my man while I was getting my lashes done too. Like, I forgot, I was asking him like the time or something like that. He was responding. So after I got done with my lashes or whatever, I went to go see him, and because she had a bathroom right there, I went to go see him, and then we ended up leaving. So we left, and I'm in the car, and I'm telling him, like, I feel like she was so weird this time. Like, I don't know if it's because you came, but like, she was so weird. He was like, yeah, like she kept saying Damien, like, and then he was like, yeah, when you were talking to me, she kept looking at me. And I'm like, okay, because he was looking at me while I would like say something to him, and he was basically saying like she kept looking at him. So I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. Like, you know how sometimes when you ask your man, like, okay, am I tripping? Like, I don't know, like, sometimes you just gotta make sure, like, am I tripping? So she ended up, did I go back to her? I don't think I went back to her. So I kind of like, that's when I was like traveling too. So I kind of like took a break. We ended up moving into our new house, especially because we were getting far along with Nolan. I think I was like 6 months pregnant, and no family knew, but I had immediate family and stuff. So it was kind of like ready to, it was like getting our new place, our home, more space and stuff. And we were like trying to get everything ready to tell our family. And the only reason why I told my family that early is because, not early, because I guess 6 months isn't early, but I really didn't want to say nothing at all. But was because we were having a baby shower. So my mom was like, no, you need to tell people. Like, people got to take off work and stuff like that. So that's why we end up telling the rest of our family. But yeah, so long story short with that part, that was just a little backstory. We moved into the new home. And sorry, I keep saying because I'm trying to focus, and this is so hard to try to tell a story and do your makeup. But yeah, so I end up just, you know, moving into the new home. And after we settled into the new home, I haven't been to her. Like, I didn't have my lashes done for probably like 2 months. But that's just because like we were moving. I was tired. Like, I was traveling too. I think I moved into my new place, and I got all the furniture and stuff there. And then I packed up and went to my man's place in Philly. So it was like I didn't even have time to like settle in and stuff. So after I got back, I was just so focused on the home that, you know, I just really wasn't like worried about getting my lashes and stuff done at the moment. So, and I also too was just trying to see like, okay, if I felt a weird vibe from you, I kind of want God to bring it to the surface. Like, I know something is going to happen where it's going to be like, okay, it's going to be confirmed. Like, Amber, you're not tripping. And I do that with everybody. Like, if I feel a weird vibe from you, I kind of wait and let God show me, like, what's up. So, fast forward to after we moved in, now it's like August. Because I think at that time it was like June, maybe May, I want to say, when the incident had happened. So now it's like August. like mid-August. And I have my man Instagram on my phone. So it was like a girl just like liking pictures. And I'm like, it was like back to back where it got my attention. Obviously, I'm not gonna go on his stuff every time somebody like his picture. Like, there's guys that like my picture. Like, that's no need to do all that. That's extra. So I didn't do all that for that. But like, the girl constantly kept liking pictures. So that made me like, my phone just like going off. So I'm like, okay, let me check it out. So the name had looked familiar because, remind you, I've never followed her real page. I've never seen her real page. It's always been like her Lash page. So I kind of was like confused because I'm like, I know this girl before. I mean, I've seen this girl before. I know her. So I ended up going like snooping, and I think I ended up finding her Lash page. I don't know if it was in her bio or it was something that I was like, oh, that's the same girl. So, and she kind of looked different because she always had wore a mask when she did my lashes. So I never really like, you know, seen her. I wasn't in her face or like anything like that. So, because I think that time, that's when they was still like the mask requirement stuff, even like restaurants and stuff. So I was like, okay. So I seen that, and I'm like bringing it to his attention. I'm like, see, I told you that girl was weird. He was like, yeah, what's up with her? And I'm like, that's so weird, because first of all, you have a man. Like, why are we going through my man pictures, liking him? And how did you even find him? Like, at the time, my man was not on my page at all. Like, no pictures, nothing. The only time you will probably see him is in my comments and in my likes. But as far as like, even when I would post him on my story, he wasn't tagged. Like, I never tagged him. So anybody that went to go to his page to look him up or find him in my stuff, you had to find him because I don't tag him. And there's plenty of people I've seen done that. Like, they'll watch my stories and they'll go watch his, and I'm like, girl, I see you. You're weird. So yeah, so fast forward to like, I'm like, okay, like, that's weird, noted. Knew she was weird. Okay, I got my answer. So I left it alone. I just stopped going to her. I stopped getting my lashes done from her. I was like, no. So I was, at that point, I'm like trying to find somebody else to do my lashes, especially because I think I think I started getting my lashes back done before my baby shower, which was like October. So I was like, okay, I need to try this girl before my, you know, baby shower. And it was like I had a maternity shoot too. So I think I had a maternity shoot, and then my baby shower was before my maternity shoot in September. So I think my maternity shoot was September, and then my baby shower was October. So it was August, mid-August. I'm like, okay, I need to find somebody else so I can see, you know, especially try them out to see if I like them or see if I have to find somebody else. So that's what happened. I ended up finding somebody else. So I ended up going to her page. Like, it was one day, I think I was telling like one of my friends at the time the story or something. And I'm like telling them like, yes, she was weird. So I go to her page to show them like, you know, how I was following her. I think I was going to send them the page or something. And I go to her Lash page, and she took my picture from 2021 or 2020. I can't remember. But it was from my picture that she wasn't even doing my lashes then. That was like April. She wasn't even doing my lashes. She didn't start doing my lashes till like the end of that year going into 2022. So the beginning of 2021, I was getting my lashes done by this other girl, and I had to drive to her, and she was in Greensboro. So, oh no, I think she was in Durham, Chapel Hill. She was in Chapel Hill. So even then, like, it was just a lot having to like do that and stuff too. So that's why I wanted to find somebody in the Raleigh area. But yeah, so she ended up, cause why? I don't know. I just feel like it looks so different with this, like. But yeah, so she ended up taking my picture that I took from a photo shoot, another girl's work, and used me as a flyer. She had me like, she had people like some flyer. I don't know if it was saying like you get a percentage off, or she's looking for like ambassadors or something to work with her, or like fill out applications. It was some type of flyer, but she had my face up there, my picture from work that she didn't even do. So I couldn't even understand, like, matter of fact, I think it's it used to be my profile picture on Instagram and TikTok for a very long time until I recently changed it when I did that bang cut. But she took that work, and I tagged the photographer, the makeup, and the lash tag, I think. But she took that work, put it on her stuff, and then she had it as if like it was her stuff. And I thought that was even weird, because for one, now you done tried to, I done caught you trying to talk to my man. Not even trying to talk, but obviously trying to get my man's attention. And there should have been no reason why you're going through his pictures liking them, for one. Now you're going through his pictures liking them. You know, you were being weird. You got a boyfriend. Your boyfriend's the same name, has the same name as my boyfriend. You were weird as hell. And then you took my picture, put it on your page, and then you continue to do that. Like when I had went back, she ended up doing that again, like either that same week or something. I'm like, so that made me like go and snoop down to see like, okay, let me see if she used my picture somewhere else. And she had been using my pictures for other flyers and stuff. And I thought that was insane, because I wasn't her ambassador. She didn't even ask permission to take my pictures. You use pictures from someone else's work, and then you're advertising my face on your stuff as if like I'm your ambassador or something. Like, I don't know. It was just like super weird. So weird. And after that, I never said anything to her again. And I think I had caught her in his stories too at one point, and then I ended up removing her, I think. But, or did I remove? No, I think I ended up just like, okay, yeah, girl, you're really weird. So I was just so shocked. Like, honestly, no, I take it back. I wasn't even shocked, because I've had girls do weird stuff. But I just feel like, okay, you were like, you know, my Lash tech. I didn't consider you as a friend because we didn't know each other. But it's like when you're going to someone constantly, you obviously like building a relationship, you know, you're trusting them, not trusting them like to the point where you're gonna tell them stuff, but you know, you're making conversation with them. You thinking like, you know, they're comfortable to be around, or they're genuine to be around and stuff like that. So I just couldn't understand like what was her motive and what was she trying to do. But I thought that was the weirdest stuff ever. Like, I thought it was super weird, and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And like, that did, obviously that didn't affect me, because I don't care. Like, I know my man look good, you're gonna be on his stuff, but it was just like, because it was her, and it was like, girl, what? And then I was gonna be petty, I'm not gonna lie, because I've done this before. I got stories for days where I see a girl, she'll be like trying to slide in my man DM, or like shoot her shot, say some little basketball line, and then I'll go and click on her page, and she'll have a picture of her and her boyfriend. And I'm like, this one time I ended up screenshotting her trying to talk to my man, and I sent it to her. Man, I found him. He was in her tags or something, because I couldn't find his ad. I just seen a picture of them, but I had ended up finding, he tagged her in a photo, and I found him, and I DM'd him and was just like, save yourself from her king, because she's over here in my man's DM and you're all over her page. And I don't think he ever said anything. I think he just read it. But yeah, like, you're over here trying to talk to him and you have a man. And then it's like, the pictures that they be liking, like, we're not them type of people to just be posting our partner all over the page. I'm not a social media type of, I'm not a relationship social media type of person. So you're not going to go on my page and see like me and my man all the time on my page. Like, I just feel like it's my stuff, and it's cute every here and there, like a little photo dump, but like, you know, it's my page and I'm building my own platform, and I don't want it to be like I'm tied to somebody, you know, especially if something happens. I just always been like that. So yeah, but at the time, like, he had the other girl that did this with a boyfriend too. At the time, he had like a photo dump that she liked, and I don't know who's to say she didn't go through every picture, but I just feel like as girls, we do snooping and we try to see like, oh, this person got a girlfriend. I'm literally, you got him, he had me and our son in the photo dump. So what did you thought, we were his siblings or something? Like, I don't know, it was just kind of weird. But yeah, like, she was just so weird, and I just couldn't get past it. I'm just like, I wanted to out her so bad, but I was just like, no, you know what? God sees everything, and sometimes it's certain stuff that it's just not for you to understand. So I just left it alone. But I'm like, why do I always get weird stuff? Oh my God, my camera is about to cut off because of the temperature, so I probably have to turn this ring light off. But like, why do girls do stuff like that? Like, I feel like I'm a girl's girl to a certain point. Like, I'm a girl's girl if you a girl's girl to me. But like if you show weird like signs and like doing little weird stuff, then no, I'm not gonna be a girl's girl. I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna make sure I don't be around you. So that's kind of like how it went. Until this day, I had seen her, like, I think she had liked the picture or something. I don't know if it was the same year or months later, but even then it was just like, girl, no way you still on my page liking my stuff. And I honestly think she was like a monitoring spirit. Like, I feel like she was one of those girls that, you know, sometimes I guess people in that profession, and they try to make conversations with their clients to build relationship and stuff, but I feel like she was doing that so she could see, like, you know, or maybe she was thinking like, oh my gosh, she's traveling with her, going to see her man, she's happy, like, you know, he's making her probably feel good. She's watching me, like, you know, post. I will always post like when my man get me flowers and stuff, because he will always just do stuff. Till this day he still do, and that's why I kind of like back off with posting my relationship stuff, because I feel like sometimes some people be watching so bad that they will try to not steal it, because obviously if they can steal it, it was never yours, but they will like try to mess up or prey on your downfall or wish that that was them. And I've been in situations where someone would try to, like, obviously not this relationship, but I've been in relationships in the past where a girl or whoever would try to ruin the relationship that I had with the person and assume that the guy was going to do the same thing for them that they was doing for me, and it didn't turn out that way. And it's like, why do you think that when you see a man, yeah, this is my traveling size little thing too, but not when you guys said not when you guys, not that when you see a man you think like, oh, he's gonna do the same thing for me. And I just feel like that's so weird. Like, I feel like a lot of girls do that. It's common. Like, they see the man doing for the other woman, and then they try to ruin that, and then it's like the grass is not even greener on that side because he's not doing the same thing for you. And you thought you were gonna get that, but look what happened. Karma is a, okay, finish the sentence. So yes, like that was like kind of the situation that happened, and I was just so like, I don't know, like that kind of like hindered me from like making relationships with other people, because I kind of look at other people and I'm just like, I don't know if I want this relationship with you. Or like, you know, I've just had a lot of bad friendships in the past, whether they were using me for something or whether it was just they want to be my friend because of who I was with, or they wanted to be my friend until it was convenient for them, or, you know, until it wasn't convenient for them anymore. And it was just like a one-sided friendship. Like, I've had a lot of stuff like that in the past, so I wasn't like really surprised. But that's why I keep my family so close and I be in my own little bubble, because people are so weird. And I have like mom friends and, you know, genuine people in my life, but even till this day, like, I still don't give too much. Like, I love my friends to death, even if they're watching this, but sorry, even my uncle, we are same age, and I know it's weird, I say that all the time, but it's because I know that's weird to say. But even him, like, I talk to him all the time, and I tell him, like, he'll tell you, like, I'm just a private person. Like, that's how I am. I've always been like that. My dad will tell you that. Like, I've always just been a private person. And I know, like, you know, obviously if my friends sharing stuff, like, you know, I should be comfortable enough to share stuff too. But it's nothing that they're doing. It's just also just, you know, from experience and just being around certain people. Like, I don't even trust it anymore. And at the time when I was pregnant and that girl, I'm like, thank God I didn't have her come to my house, because I'm just like, what in the world? And it's like, at that time when I was pregnant, I got tired of going to other people. I was like, oh, I should just bring the person over and let them, hold on, let me go get my lips. Some of you might be thrown off by this lip combo, but it's because this is a Anastasia brow definer, and this is my travel size for my brows. But I've done this in the past, especially when I didn't have any more lip liner. I would just use my brow pencil, and I feel like honestly brow pencils do better than lip pencils. I don't know if it's because these are for the brow, so it stays more on the lips instead of the lip pencil. But I definitely use this, and this is in the shade soft brown, so it's like just what I like. I used to use these on my brows when my hair was a little darker and brown, but the chocolate brown, I've been using auburn because it's like, for some reason it makes it makes my hair look auburn. But I'm also going to use this e.l.f. Glow Refire lip oil, and this is the best lip oil. Like, you can tell I done put lip liner all in this. It's a travel size too, but this is like perfect for my travel size combo when I'm on the go, a lip combo, and keep it in my purse. I just went to go get it out of my purse because I had it in my purse. And I lost my freaking one size lip pencil, so, or a lip liner. So I was like, back to the basics. And then this is the NYX Butter Gloss. I'm back. I had to delete some videos and stuff from my SD card, and I had to let my camera cool off. But yeah, this is the NYX Butter Gloss. And then I do want to do something to my lashes. I feel like I love the like no lash look, but also too, just having lashes makes me look more alive. But we'll see, because honestly, it don't take long. It's just, I don't know if I want to do that. Little, if I say clip-ins, but some more lashes, because those ones from Kiss, I've been having them since we went on that trip the beginning of this month, and it's just like when they be falling off, I just let them all stick together and I put them in my makeup drawer, and it's a mess. And the only reason why I haven't organized it again, because we're leaving soon, we're moving, so you know that feeling when it's like you're moving, you know you're about to move in a couple months. It's like, why even bother organizing anything, you know? We're gonna put a little bit of mascara on. My lashes are actually long. They're just not full to me. Like, it's not that volume. It's more like a natural. It's not that, you know, it give you that little bit of And then I'll put some on the bottom. I wish I knew how to do liner. I only get liner when I get my makeup done, and that's been a handful of times. So that is the finished product. This is how it looks. I love the way this hair is just giving volume. It's just doing it for me. So cute, and y'all need these clip-ins. This is like given. You can't even tell I have clip-ins in. If I didn't tell y'all that, y'all wouldn't have known, especially because it's shorter than my hair. So it's like, this looks so freaking good. Like, these layers are doing it for me, honey. She's taking it. Let me back it up so you guys can see. So yeah, that was my little quick get ready with me and my story time on how my lash tech tried to talk to my man. So y'all, don't be trusting these girlies, even if they seem genuine and they seem like they're your friend and they are, I don't know, just be watching out, because I've had crazy experiences and that's not even half. And also too, like, a lot of people be envy and jealous of your life. Like, they may not make it seem like they are, but the whole time they're studying you, they're watching, they're trying to see like, how are you doing this, or your man doing all this for you, like, you know, it shows. So this is why I stay to myself, and I do not let anybody do like any type of services anymore to the house, because I don't know if that would change in the past depending on the person, but I don't let anybody do any more like services and stuff like that, because I just rather go to you. Like, I don't even want to put myself through that, and it's just very uncomfortable. Like, it's really uncomfortable, especially when they're like following you on social media, watching your life and stuff, and then to do that. So just be very mindful, especially when it comes to your family and your relationship. And I've always been told, like, just don't let a woman stay at your house or anything while you have a man, because believe it or not, people will literally watch you and watch your life and watch how your man is treating you and stuff, and they want it. And even if you don't have a man, it's just like, if you're doing well in general, like, I feel like they would try to do anything to get that. Like, some women are very desperate and they don't have an identity for themselves, so they would do anything they can to beat you. So just don't do it. Don't even do it. Don't even have friends at this point. That's how I be telling myself, like, I don't even just want friends. Like, I have friends and I love my friends to death, and I keep saying that, but I just still keep things private. Like, I just keep my life private, because I've just had like terrible friendships, and I just keep my friends where they are. I love them to death, but it's like, you don't need to know everything that's going on over here. So, but that is my makeup look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want the link to this hair, let me know, and I will put it down in the description box. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. You know, I added these glasses, and these look so good. So you can wear them low like this and give like that little, or you can kind of push them up a little bit. But this looks too good. I'm gonna see if I could do like some overnight blowout curls with my curlers, just to see if it gives more of that layer blowout look all over, because I feel like it gives it in the front, but it's still like, you can tell my hair is super straight. It's not super straight, but it's just not like that all over. So yeah, still cute.
Go outside. Big time forward. The star boy there.